Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the Arizona State Sun Devils. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sun Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big...
He's going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 19, set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Sun Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
Well, we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Bowman. Inside the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but
throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the tackler. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And the defense doing work. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers.
He wants to take the top off. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Not on this play.
Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They go to the draw. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 71 yards down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide.
Defensively on 3rd and long, you are dropping deep. You are making sure you get at least to the sticks. They got a long way to go. Don't let them throw the football. Make them throw it underneath. And how about this quarterback? He does an unbelievable job scrambling around, now hitting the gas, picks up so many yards. Now he makes it a 4th down and manageable. So much easier on the offense.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cowboys!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, it's Presley. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to.
He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Gonna let it fly. Pulls it in on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And the quarterback is snowed under. And the Sun Devils in the hurry up.
Second down coming up.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he's running in the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a...
He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 10.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the 1st half. Before then, they can get another score. Snag in the end zone! Touchdown, Cowboys!
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. On the run from inside his 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. Going up top on first down. He's right on target. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountain America Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Leaves it with the running back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bowman. Firing toward the end zone. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They'll run it from the gun. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. And the Cowboys have pushed it inside the 20. It's a draw. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Cowboys are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. And the pummeling has started.
Oklahoma State, number 0, with the carry.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He lobs one high down the left side.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots and take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal. You're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Running with power. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Play number 9 on this drive. To the ground with the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Splits the uprights, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Touchdown, Arizona State! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Looking for room at the 40. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for space. It's Gordon. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Bowman. He'll take the deep shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Pulls it in. It's Presley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And the stomping has commenced.
Oklahoma State.
He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. On the run, it's Scatterbo. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Trying to get to it. And down he goes back at the 3.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is from the gun. They'll try to impose. The lone back's got it. The way of victory. This is the type of round to try to move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. You need to put more plays together like that right there.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And, guys, we've got almost perfect conditions.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously.
Flying around, harassing and making life so hard on this offense.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say running the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Arizona State, 17.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.